Hello, everyone. It's Alex Gatutis here with Revere Asset Management. I'm coming to you live from Cave Creek, Arizona. It's 15 before 3 my time here in Arizona. We're almost 5 o'clock Eastern time. And today's bonus stock video I will be going over shortly. But before we go over the bonus stock of the week, let's go over our contact information. You can reach us at any of the given names below, like mine, Alex at revereus.com, Don at revereus.com, Errol, Hunter, Tim, Dan. And if you have any, financial questions or you need any help with your portfolio, please feel free to reach out to us. We would love to help you out. You can also call us at 855 Real Wealth or 855-732-5932. All right, let's cut to the chase. Let's get to the bonus stock. It's Livent Corporation, LTHM. So I'm going to go through my process on how I find a potential leading stock. As you've seen in the past, some names don't work out. We've gotten stopped out on a couple names, like previous stocks like Affirm and Bros. They broke down and broke our particular moving averages, like the 21 exponential moving average, which is this green line here. I can show you that real quick. So Dutch Brothers broke that a couple weeks ago, so we got out, and then 60 was like my line in the sand, and we got out of that. So you have to have your stop rules so you don't lose any more money. And Affirm also broke that 21. After the earnings, it just kind of fell apart. So keep it on your watch list, but don't hold on if it breaks your rules. That's why we have stop losses, and it prevents you from losing a certain amount, and so you don't take a lot of damage to your portfolio. You got to have rules. So back to LTHM. Today, I did buy this in the tracking portfolio off actually that 21 EMA, which is this green line here, and it closed pretty strong. So far, so good. That's the technical reason I bought it. It's in an uptrend. The relative strength's at 95, and the market turned around today after a rough week last week. The market really came down hard, but this kind of held up, and it was setting up after a 5-week digestion here. You could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tight weeks. This looks like a new, kind of like a stair. Imagine a stair step. So this is like the end of the step. So the next, move may be higher. We'll see. The next thing I do after I look at the price action of the stock is the most important part is the fundamentals. So right here, we have the EPS and sales quarter over quarter really going, in a good trajectory. Last quarter, the 43% sales growth and 175% EPS growth. Next year, total year, they're saying 187% year over year, which is really great. The other thing I look for is the fund ownership. This is over 500 funds now, and it's got 2 IBD flagged funds in it, which is a sign that these are the best institutions that IBD flags. And the fact that there's 2 in this, and this is a newer issue, that's great. Other thing I want to point out, this is a $5 billion company. So it's a mid cap, and mid caps tend to have really good price performance in the beginning of their runs. I still think this is pretty early. Like we've seen in the past, I can be wrong, but I have a process and I have rules, and I just wanted to share with you this process on how I find these stocks. So what's the next thing I do? Well, I like to learn about the company. So the easiest thing you can do is go to their website. When you go to their website, they usually have an intro video like this, and then you can scroll down and you can find out more about this lithium-based company. So what is lithium? Why is lithium? Why is this going up? Why is this stock going up? Well, let's take one space, one sector. They're helping these electronic car companies with their batteries. So that's what powers the battery. That's what's in batteries. And Tesla, Liviant, LI Motors, and Lucid Motors are creating all these cars, and people are buying them hand over fist. They're going to need a lot of that product, that material, just like oil. Okay, oil for cars, that's the energy source. Well, lithium, they need lithium to create those batteries. The next thing I'll do is I like to go to the investor relations tab. You guys can do this too. Let's just do this. Okay, and they'll have like a webcast of previous earnings, and you can stock information, whatever, financial quarter results. This would be something I like to look at. So I'll read through all this and go through the revenue and all their GAAP, which is their, they're not adjusted. They're basically their accounting of how's the company really doing? How's their revenue? How's their costs? How are their margins doing? This gives me a better idea of what they're doing globally too. Another thing I want to point out about Livian, it's not just they're not just in the US. I think they're based out of Philly, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Let's find out. Overview. Why isn't it just going to the home page? Here we go. They should be, I'm pretty sure they're based out of Philly, and they do have offices around the world. So they do have that kind of that reach, global reach, to help power, all these lithium companies. And I'm still trying to learn more about what exactly they do. But this is just an idea of like how I find how I find a leading stock and how I can sit and believe in the company. Because you could buy any stock. There's like 8,000 stocks, but how do you narrow it down? And this is the process I go through. This is a really brief process. I spend hours trying to find newer names that are going up, but that's my job. And I'm just trying to give you guys an idea, an educational review of my process. So go to the website, learn about the company, go over the chart, the price action, and then understand the fundamentals. There's something I want to point out, and I'm sure some of you are asking, like, well, how do I learn about the fundamentals and the charts? Well, how I got started was a book called How to Make Money in Stocks. It's by William O'Neill. Why can't I just go to there we go. Here it is. So this book's on Amazon, and I don't work for IBD, by the way. I'm just genuinely trying to, this is educational, and I'm not trying to tell you to buy lithium, this Livent company, LTHM, okay? I don't gain anything from you guys buying that. I'm not a broker. I'm a fiduciary, so this is strictly educational. If you want actual investment advice, just email us or call us at what I showed you in the beginning of the video, okay? But anyways, I just want to get back to this. So this is $19. This book changed my life. I want to go get a little background on who I am. As I'm sure, I've been doing these bonus stock videos now for about 6 months, and I started trading about 10 years ago, and made a friend that had been doing this for a long time and told me to read this book, and I read it, and I came back to him and I said, "What, not now?" He's like, "Okay, read it again." I was like, "Oh man," and I read it again. He's like, "Okay, now I want you to study it the rest of your life." And I didn't understand when he said that, study it the rest of my life, and now I get it. The rules that are in this book that William O'Neill has laid out, time and time again come up. And at the time I was young, I was 21, and I blew up a couple times. I didn't start with much, a few $1,000, and I kept losing money, and I was in a different career at the time. But then it started to click. About 6-7 years later, these processes and these rules started to really, when I say click, I started to make money. And then I survived 2 different bad corrections. You can almost say bear markets. To the end of 2018, the market really came in. I survived that. And then I decided to go full time the next year. And then COVID happened the year after in 2020. And I did really well. I was out of the market and went cash. And then when the market turned that April of 2020, all my experience really that's what set me up. And I used all the rules, had experience, and it really provided and laid the path. And then I ended up joining the team at Revere, and it's been great so far. I'm hitting a year now, but I just want to give a little background on my story, because it could be so like, who is this guy telling us what stocks to look at, not buy, but just look at, and like, how do I know he's the real deal? Well, I can't, not really making this up, and I'm trying to be as genuine as possible when I say that this is like your best bet on doing well in the market and managing your risk. So I don't want to take any more time. Time is valuable, and I hope this kind of gives you an insight of who I am and where I come from. But I hope that's it. You know, um, I'll try to give you guys another one next week, and you can. We're gonna also have every night we have daily market insight videos that Tim, Hunter, and Don do. We also have our podcast once a week. So make sure you tune into those. Those are really educational, really helpful, and gives you guys. I mean, I don't know many fiduciaries doing this that provide media like podcasts and videos like every day. Like, we are really trying to give you all of our. We're very transparent, is what I'm trying to say. So that's all I have for you today. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, and have a good one.